Have you ever found yourself in the middle of a scene that, despite your fantasies or best intentions, just fell flat, leaving you and your partner feeling more awkward than connected? Or maybe you've wondered why some scenes feel electric while others just don't seem to hit the mark. Not all BDSM scenes are created equal, and choosing the right type of scene can make or break the entire experience. That's why in this video, we're diving deep into the 12 types of BDSM scenes so you can plan playtime that brings fantasy to life. There's not just a single BDSM scene. There are actually 12 very different scene themes for you to lean into as a dominant. And these scene types are the foundation of this new series, where I'm going to walk you through the exact process I use to build incredible scenes and stay in flow. So be sure you're subscribed and have those notifications turned on so you won't miss a thing. And as an amazing companion resource to this series, I've created an incredible new content bundle for you. My Sensational Scene bundle contains 6 amazing downloads, including 3 brand new resources. My BDSM checklist with 300 kinky acts for you to rank and express your unique interest and experience levels, as well as my BDSM scene planner and scene checklist, which will guide you through every step of building your scene so you won't miss any part of the process. I've also included 5 full-length erotic stories in this bundle to give you practical examples of these scene themes in action. Just go over to patreon.com/LXErotica to download this bundle instantly. So like I said, there's not just a single BDSM scene, but 12 types that can either stand on their own or overlap with one another for even deeper nuance and layers of expression. And our first couple of scene types are excellent for beginners, including exploratory and trial scenes. Exploratory scenes are all about learning the submissive and uncovering new layers of your power dynamic. These scenes allow the dominant and submissive to discover one another's reactions, boundaries, and preferences. And for newbies, exploratory scenes provide a relaxed, pressure-free environment where the dominant doesn't have to fully be on. There's freedom for the dominant to experiment with various actions and toys and expressions and communication strategies, all without the pressure or expectation of bringing the submissive into deep levels of subspace. Whether it's trying out new roles or simply sensing each other's limits, these scenes can be foundational in establishing trust and learning how to read the room with a new submissive or type of play. Now, trial scenes are similar, with the small difference being the dominant's focus on familiarizing themselves with their toys, tools, or techniques instead of exploring how the submissive responds and reacts. Yes, of course, we're still incredibly mindful of the submissive's experience, but the purpose here is to build confidence with toys and techniques before fully incorporating them into a new scene with, again, the expectation of deep levels of subspace. The dominant uses these sessions to understand how their new tool or technique feels, how it impacts, no pun intended, the scene, and how to wield any new tools or techniques skillfully and with confidence. And this type of scene allows for careful, attentive exploration of the physical aspects of play, ensuring that when used later, these tools create the intended experience. Roleplay scenes are also great for newbies, as this theme not only opens the door to creativity and fantasy, but can be an excellent workaround for a dominant struggling with imposter syndrome or feeling like they're faking it. And this is why the trauma-informed perspective that I approach BDSM with is so important, because there's so much going on under the surface of these roles and expressions and play. So by stepping into a specific role, the hesitant or struggling dominant can momentarily set aside these insecurities and fully embrace the character. This allows them to try on dominance without the performative pressure of feeling like they have to be perfect for the submissive. And as they get comfortable in this role and see the submissive respond positively, these role play scenes can build confidence and reinforce the dominant's ability to lead authentically, even outside the role. In this way, role play creates a safe space to explore and grow into dominant identity. Whether engaging in pet play, consensual non-consent, or age play, these scenes allow players to slip into alternate identities, exploring aspects of their personalities they may not express in daily life, and communicate deeper yearnings and fantasies safely and consensually. Alternatively, the rigid structure of a training scene can be beneficial for both dominant and submissive. Training scenes are about skill building and shaping specific behaviors or attitudes in the submissive. These kinds of scenes may involve a dominant teaching the submissive protocols, rituals, or physical skills unique to their dynamic. Like in my story Blind Faith, included in my Sensational scene bundle, where the dominant uses the scene to test the submissive's trust and obedience by putting them through an intriguing little obstacle course. Download the bundle and start reading now at patreon.com/LXErotica. And as you'll read, these training scenes are grounded in patience and discipline, where the dominant encourage growth and development. For the submissive, these training scenes provide an opportunity to feel molded and nurtured, which naturally widens the power gap and reinforces the dominant's authority. Designed with levity in mind, Playful Scenes are lighthearted and fun, and an excellent way to take the pressure off of new or anxious dominants. This will allow them to explore organically and find their dominant voice, just by keeping things a little bit lighter. These types of scenes are perfect for novices who may still be learning the ropes, literally or figuratively, or for any dynamic that needs a touch of ease without too much pressure. Sometimes what we really need is just to let loose and have some sexy fun with our partner, and that is what these scenes are all about. Playful scenes are often marked by laughter, warmth, and a lack of serious protocol, allowing both partners to explore in a relaxed environment. Our next scene type is pretty much the stereotypical projection of BDSM play with erotic scenes. And they're what so many of us think of when we think of a BDSM scene. A focus on sensuality and attraction and this erotic power dynamic between dominant and submissive. These scenes often include intense physical or acts where power dynamics heighten the intimacy and the erotic play. And this focus allows participants to explore their sensuality and desires in ways that feel incredibly fulfilling, liberating, and intimate. Taking a sharp turn in tone, sadistic scenes are next, and this scene theme is perfect for those who seek the thrill of intense sensation. All right, sadistic scenes focus on pain, endurance, and the dynamics of control. Here, the dominant creates sensations ranging from mild discomfort to more extreme pain, all guided by mutual consent and understanding of boundaries, of course. But these scenes are about embracing and playing with the edges of sensation, and very deliberately, allowing the dominant to explore their control with precision, and the submissive to experience intense power and release. And speaking of playing with the edges, edge play scenes are the next scene theme, and this type is meant to test the submissive's limits, where the dominant deliberately steps into the submissive's edge zone or those acts deemed as soft limits. This scene is intended to bring the submissive to the threshold of what they feel they can handle, and this intensely reinforces the dominant's power and the submissive's trust. These scenes are powerful and require heightened communication and presence between partners as the dominant skillfully guides the submissive toward their edge while remaining attuned to their reactions. Another way to push the submissive is to the point not of pain or pleasure, but release. And cathartic scenes do just that. Cathartic scenes are designed to foster emotional release, allowing the submissive to shed any burdensome feelings or mental weights in a safe environment. These scenes often involve carefully crafted impact play, such as an over-the-knee spanking, that facilitates deep and often surprising emotional release. Through careful nurturing and dominance, these scenes can help the submissive feel lighter, freer, and profoundly connected as they process emotions that may be difficult to confront or navigate alone. In stark contrast is the interrogation scene, where the dominant isn't merely playing a role. We are actively pursuing real information, real emotions, and real insight from the submissive. These scenes are intense, as the dominant uses their skills to delve into the submissive's thoughts, intentions, or desires. And although interrogation role play is also an option, like we mentioned at the beginning, sometimes these scene themes will bleed together, and that's great. But if it stands on its own, these interrogation scenes are anything but role play and can lead to transformative honesty and discovery, where the submissive feels deeply seen, deeply exposed, and deeply understood. And the dominant is empowered in their ability to demand and facilitate ongoing transparency from the submissive. Punishment scenes are also an option used as a corrective or disciplinary tool to address misbehavior, miscommunication, or unmet expectations within the dynamic. Now, this is not a punishment scene where we administer what the submissive craves under the role play of punishment. No. This is a genuine punishment where the submissive feels the pain of their actions. However, it's important to note that these scenes are not just about reprimand, but aim to guide and redirect the submissive with intentional focus. In a punishment scene, the dominant reinforces boundaries while ensuring the relationship's core values and trust remain intact. And if done well, this can leave both partners feeling more aligned and reaffirmed in their roles and expectations. It can actually be a really positive, good thing, all right? But finally, we have performance scenes. For those who enjoy exhibitionism or simply want to express their dynamic publicly, performance scenes allow the dominant and submissive to demonstrate their connection in front of others, such as at a kink event or play party. Now, these scenes are carefully choreographed and extensively rehearsed and require mutual dedication in the preparation, because performance scenes offer a heightened experience where both partners can feel proud and validated in their roles, sharing their unique connection with an appreciative audience. So, what's your favorite type of scene? Drop a comment and let me know, because the diversity in these scene themes offers us all the opportunity to deepen our bond in countless ways. And if you want all the tools you need to craft incredible scenes, download my new Sensational Scene Bundle now on Patreon to start embracing the variety within BDSM and explore what it means to know and truly be known.